back with this episode called The World is Full of Amazing People. Yeah, I'm just so blown away by this Casey Neistat. He's so talented. And, you know, it is a certain genre of filmmaking, but that's the genre of filmmaking I'm saying that I like. And I'm going to tell you why I did that.
Yeah, I'll bring it back to you.
And why you should never do that yourself.
Because of that?
Well, I'm going to tell you, that tells me a lot about the dog. And this probably, you know what, is not the right size leash. So what I'm saying to myself, my job is, I've got a couple things going on. If I have a dog that has no inhibition about making the leash tight, I do need to do that, but do I want to do that right now today with this leash? No, I don't. No, I don't. So, but I do want to help the dog understand the pager and the leash are together. Briggie! They're there together. You know, as opposed to the dynamic of, oh, if she bites at the leash, I'll punish her. No, I'll make myself more fascinating than Billy Joe Armstrong. All right, but that's why Billy Joe has bodyguards. Ben Nichols. I forgot to tell Angie Marie, we got to go find that song because Ben Nichols has this. I'm trying to make, because if Mike and Ben Nichols ever meet, it'll be an instant bromance, trust me. I know these guys. I know how their minds work. It'll be an instant bromance. Mike's a big indie music supporter.
Is he?
Yeah.
Is he? That's cool. Yeah, he'd love
no,
Ben.
he plays the guitar. I told you.
Yeah, you were telling me.
On YouTube. No, remember that was the video where I told Angie, I said, you know, I want to get, you know, some videos of Mike or whatever. She goes, wait till he's got some wine.
Yeah, we'll have to bring him over a nice bottle of wine.
No, and then bring them a wine. They have a wine cellar in their house.
Sure.
So I was just, check out my friend. I wouldn't even venture to know what kind of wine these people like. Briggie!
Good one, I'm sure.
No,
that's
not me.
cool to have a wine
not
cellar.
Me, though, beer. I'm like, beer. Where's the beer? They go, and then if they say things like, we don't have any beer in our fridge, I you know, pretend to like stumble and stuff, like I'm gonna fall.
Oh no.
You know, hoping they'll offer to drive to the store. No, they don't.
I had a glass of wine the other day. Sometimes
so
it's
look.
all right.
So what I'm trying to say now is the pager and leash. Briggie, good. Are together. There's a time to bite on the leash. And what I'm saying is, Briggie, good. What I'm saying is, what I don't want is this dog to go barreling out to the end of that leash and flip over. I'm also saying my pager is a lot weaker. If I want to stop the dog at moving at the pace it was just moving, I probably need 3 feet. You need to go get a little side shot, Summer. We'll be able to get up there and shoot it because she's going to run that way. We'll see how many feet it takes. But I'm starting it well ahead. I'm just going to get this side shot. No, it's going to be parallel.
Parallel,
yeah.
like this.
Briggie! That didn't take me that long, but when she thought she was headed for the pond, let's see. Briggie! Good. And I've now changed my tone. I'm saying to myself, my job is, a lot of what my job is right now, guys, is to safeguard this dog's faith in me. Not anything to do with me involved her slamming into the end of the leash, because I've got a good grip on it. And this is fairly handy. Briggie! I added a little movement right there to kind of imply she's less interesting because I might be going this way. You didn't get Briggie! Oh, I bet she could do all kind of obstacle courses. So I do want the leash to be there, but I really don't want to, you know, what I'm thinking to myself, part of my job also, you know, these are all the things I'm needing to do. I'm needing to make sure the dog stays uninhibited, animated, that I'm incorporating the pager into the dynamic, and now already with this dog, the Nick, you know, and I don't remember if the other one was sensitive, but maybe they're not sensitive. I gotta go back and look at the ones I've had. Briggie! And I can tell you what I tend to do is push the button down really hard. At least these things are sturdy. But what I want to do, and again, I am operating it. Briggie, you know, what you need to remember is if you're doing this properly, you know, part of the appeal of the pager, you know, and it was originally designed for pointing dog, was because they need so much finesse. So much finesse. And you're not going to convince me, do not tell me that you know, you can tickle them with stimulus into the level of finesse you can with the pager. Because I'll tell you what, because I ain't buying it. I'm after these people. I'm after anybody who thinks they're developing a methodology of using stimulus on deaf dogs. Briggie! So I'm really just shaping Briggie. Heel by virtue of really just the food right there. That's where I need... Okay, this is the Kelly, unless this was a dream I had that I'm designing. It's these coveralls.
I like overalls.
But there's,
so.
no, these are coveralls.
What's that?
They're like, kind of look like retro work clothes, like mechanics.
Like mechanics?
But
those are cool. We should get
everywhere.
those.
So when I'm doing the training with this one,
yeah,
the treats are in the pocket
right there.
Here. Oh, and don't kid your Briggie.
Those would be so cute.
So the pocket's right there.
I would totally wear those.
Oh, don't kid yourself. I'm not going to have this thing healing like a little fancy. And I'm looking for a certain head angle.
Fancy
and I'm also
girl.
looking to feed the dog right here. So that's what I've said to myself. This dog has not said to itself, the leash got on, I started acting inhibited. The leash got on, I started biting it. The leash got on, it, you know, and the best I could hope for as a trainer would be that the dog said to itself, and it seems like there might be some kind of connection between these two things. You know, they're not always having these massive epiphanies. Briggie! You know, and that's what I want you to think of. And I'm not requiring sit. I'll tell you how much I care about a dog sitting, none. I'll tell you why, because I've pretty much lived my whole life with none of these dogs sitting when they're told. No, well, no, the ones with the trained retrieve do. Somehow I'm able to figure it out, but I mean, if some trainer went on YouTube and started attacking me and said, your sit stays are some of the worst I've seen, I'd say, no, I would say, this is what I would say. I would say, I know, oh my God, help me. Briggie! I instantly, and I already want to add that little curve in there, but that's where I'm at. Now I can take the leash off, you know, and if you're at home, if you don't have a way to let a dog loose, I mean, you need to never have the leash with, I mean, I'm never going to have the leash on this dog without the electronic collar from this point on. And I'm always going to hook the Briggie! Precious, precious dog. I'm always going to hook the leash to that electronic collar. You know, and my job when introducing the collar is to be able to use that collar, again, to give myself a captive audience. If I've got a dog that knows there's no way, she's not thinking to herself, all I got to do is get away from this chick and her annoying commands. There's no way.
Mm-mm.
It's just like you don't just stop liking Billy Joe Armstrong. You know, nothing anyone ever said. At that moment in time when Billy Joe Armstrong, and I don't even know where that concert was taking place at, it was a Bullet in the Bible tour, and he was doing the, you know, it was probably the encore, Good Riddance, and she's listening that closely, though. She thought Good Riddance might have sounded like Briggie Riddance. But you see, I didn't have any reaction. I don't react to dogs just coming up to me. Right, Birdie's trying to get something over there. Oh, look, that dog scared her. She got attacked by that dog. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to resolve that. And I'm going to tell you why I'm going to use tell you why that's a good time to use the nick. I'm going to show you what you got to do when they do this. I'm going to tell you why that's a good... Well, and I want you guys to know, it is kind of...
Does look like a real dog.
No, but it will tell you a lot about a dog.
Right. It's okay. Alright. Treats in the mouth.
Okay, wait, just stay still. Good boy. No, that wouldn't be right because they know we don't really actually pet him. Good boy. We don't.
Look at me. Ah! You're not getting up. It's okay. Oh, sorry.
I'll tell you right now.
That's cute.
You know, well, no, you don't.
No,
want and that is the time to add the nick. I'm gonna add it again because again, if this was a lawn ornament, I'm gonna tell you where this is gonna come in extremely unhandy. Oh, Christmas time. When people start putting, 20 feet blow up snowmen with flappy arms in the front yard.
Yeah, they.
Really, and again, would not say, again, and me using the nick right there was not punishing the dog for barking at the thing. It was me understanding I need to be able to interject myself into that state of mind. Yeah, I mean, all right, look now, she's kind of embarrassed now. She's trying to blow it off. That's why we just. When that happens, we just, and they're keenly aware of that. Oh, it made her think a little bit. Whatever happened over there, I seem to be her hero now, or something. That I was able to, handle across the Alps on elephants. Kelly conquered the ceramic tub. Bye, guys.